Yeah, I just wanted to talk about everything that's going on in society today. My name's Jachin Walls, Dr. Walls, Behind the Wall Mentors. And I just had a few questions that I wanted to propose to the masses.
Yeah, it's been a while since we got to talk. How have you been?
Say that one more time.
I said it's been a while since we've gotten to speak. How have you been?
I've been okay, just taking it easy. Trying to deal with everything that's going on in this prison in the state of Maryland, being on lockdown a lot, but just getting a lot of things done legal wise.
For sure. I know it's a lot going on.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you about a few things and get your insight on it. See what you think.
Okay.
You know, a lot of the talk that's going on right now is about the black community. It's coming from all different ways, but you know, the best talks to have is us within ourselves about our own community. So, what do you think one of the or some of the biggest problems in the black community are today?
Okay. One of the biggest problems I think in the black community today is, there's a lack of male leadership or male role models, especially for our young black men. I really think that, there's a lot of guys that's, incarcerated or just doing other things, and they have, basically don't have no time for the kids. I see the stuff that's on TV and stuff like that, and I just think about how it was when I was growing up, and that I had things to do and little outlets and stuff like that. I don't believe that these young guys have the proper outlets and stuff today. So I see a lot of stuff that's going on in our black community, even the programming and stuff like that. They got a lot of programs out there that's outdated, and they need to allocate funds to proper programs and new programs and just be innovative, try to do things. Because I look at it now and evidently the stuff that they're doing is not working, so they just need to try new things, new ideas, and bring different people to the table.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with that. I don't know if everyone knows, we're going to catch them up that you are currently incarcerated and you're serving a life sentence. So, even though you're in that position, what are some of the things that you can bring to the table when it comes to working with our community?
Well, one of it is being behind the wall mentors, continue to do the things that we're doing, promoting, writing books and writing letters, just trying to give different ideas. We've been putting out letters to everywhere. We've been putting out letters to governors, to city officials, elected officials, different states. We've written to, Houston, Texas, Philly, Maryland, D.C., all the places that, they consider hotspots right now. Even just because I'm behind walls, it don't mean that, I'm locked out of everything that's going on. So I see a lot of stuff that's going on in the news, and I just go on letter writing campaigns, on the phone with you, JBNA Radio, just making sure that we can get our work out there, people that have a voice. I believe that just because we're incarcerated, that our voice shouldn't be, silenced. And I believe that a lot of guys are in here are relevant because the stuff that they're going through uptown, we've been through that same stuff. We were part of the problem at one time. Now we've taken some time and, set apart some time now to be a part of the solution. So we have a lot of great ideas, and it seems like just because we're in here, that those ideas are being, unheard of, So that's what we're doing here, just promoting and, putting stuff on BTW Mentor page, monthly, promoting the magazine, getting ready for the second edition of the magazine, just doing everything that we're supposed to be doing,
For sure. Congratulations on the second edition coming out. You bring up, for sure. You bring up, behind the wall mentors, but bring everybody up to speed with who that is and what y'all do for those that might not be familiar.
Behind the Wall Mentors was founded by Brother Sean Gardner, and it's just coming together. Having a lot of mentors. And here's a few of the guys that have left here and went home. They put together different little events and stuff for the children. Back to school events. Talent shows and stuff like that. But not just the magazine, but putting the articles in different magazines. Putting articles. We have articles digital for all the different colleges and everything. And we have the same questions that you're asking right now. They ask the same questions, and we put those same answers back out to the community, putting it back out in the atmosphere, just about the positive vibe that we bring to the table. Because, like I said, we were once, those guys that were out there doing the stuff that you see the guys doing now. So now we have greater time to be able to sit down, and analyze the wrong that we were doing and try to come up with different solutions on how to better the problem. Because right now we don't see the problem getting any better. I see stuff on TV where they come together in different communities coming together and they having walks and stuff like that. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with the walks, but to be honest with you, I don't believe the walks are doing anything. I don't believe that the visuals are doing anything. I believe that you need people are relevant to the kids that have been in their shoes. They can come sit down at the table with these elected officials and get things established. So that's what BTW brings to the table. That we are established in prison, doing more things in prison than some organizations are even doing on the outside. Not putting no shame in nothing nobody's doing, but even if we can network and just come together and unify, I believe that some of the mass shootings and stuff that we see, we know it's at the very helm of a lot of these problems, and I know that we can, we have solutions to a lot of these problems. I believe that all they have to do is give these BTW mentors a chance to be able to show them that some of the stuff that we're doing is proven. We did some of the stuff that's in prison. And if it's happening in the prison, you got to think some of these problems that happen on the streets before they get to the prison. So we having mentorship programs in prison. Showing the guys how to write, how to publish books. We're doing law work for guys, showing them how to put petitions in and work and stuff like that to be better productive men in here. I know we can do a better job with the guys on the outside, especially the young kids, and get them before they even come into the system, so they don't have to come to the system.
Yeah, most definitely. Y'all are definitely in the hood out here doing great things. I've been lucky enough to come to some of the activities. I've been in some of the other spaces y'all been in at other venues and stuff like that. So y'all definitely out here and appreciated for that. So I agree with you 100% with everything that you said. Anyone that's listening to this platform, they know that you always come from a very spiritually led way. So I want to ask you, how will you change the narrative by being a spiritual advisor, which is something that not many people are really trying to do sincerely?
Well, coming from the spiritual point of view, everything happens spiritually before it happens naturally. So, I hear a lot of people saying, well, let's bring the churches together and bring God together and let's pray about it. It's more to prayer, just sitting down and praying and asking God to, help us. Once we pray and ask for, spiritual guidance and everything, I believe that everybody needs to come together, as leaders, of whatever religion you in, whatever you serve, because, everybody serves a higher power. My higher power just happens to be Jesus Christ. So, but when everybody comes together and they have the same basically point of view on what's happening, they understand that, we see that our neighborhoods are in dire straits right now. So if all these elective officials come together, spiritual advisors, spiritual leaders, we come together, we pray, but we can put our heads together and, put our money together and our ideas and our thoughts together, then we can get some things established. So I believe it's more to it than everybody just, let's have a visual because, we lost somebody. That's good, but what happens when the candles go out and then, the lights are dim, the spiritual advisors leave? It has to be something that's put in play, that we've established. So we got to have beliefs, or we got to lay a proper foundation. Once we lay that proper foundation, then we can build correctly the way that we're supposed to build. So our communities are damaged and everything. It's just not stuff that's happened now. This stuff that's been going on for hundreds of years. Just, the stuff that's been, it's just been repetitive year after year, year after year. And so somebody has to change the narrative. So I'm willing to change the narrative. I'm willing to sit down at the seat with whoever we got to sit down at the seat with. And just put some stuff. We got to think outside the box. The stuff that they've been doing evidently is not working, but we have to embrace some new innovative ways to get our children off the streets. And I have multiple ideas. I know the founder, Don Garner, he has multiple ideas. We, on a daily basis, we go over different things just on how to change everything that's going on in town. So, like I said, we've been on this letter writing campaign, and we're just writing, even if we just get one response back. Like I said, I've written the mayor of DC, Maryland, Chicago, and all these big spots. And I would think that, being in my own backyard, that I would have got a response back because they said that, we can't find a solution, so we're trying to find help anywhere. So I said, well, even though I'm in prison, let me just operate by faith and write them a letter. Well, I did get a letter back, but the letter was from Houston, Texas. So I got a letter back from hundreds of miles away, not in my own backyard. But I was looking forward to getting a letter from the people in my backyard, whether it was the mayor of D.C. or the mayor of Baltimore or something like that, because we had some things in play, aid, know what I mean, in what they're doing, what they're trying to do uptown. I believe that we bring something to the table.
Well, speaking on that,
Spiritually, that's what you have to do.
I'm sorry. Speaking on the letter writing
I'm,
campaign, right, that you talk about,
yes.
what about if you had an opportunity to speak with Maryland's Secretary of Juvenile Services? His name is Mr. Vincent, and I'm not really sure how to say his last name. You had to help me with that. What would you ask him?
Should be Mr. Vincent Scaraldi. It looks like
Okay,
that's how his name is pronounced. If we
Okay.
mispronounced it, forgive me.
Okay.
Yeah, if I had the opportunity just to sit down with him, you know what I mean, and I would just want to pick his brain on, you know what I mean, what does he see, you know what I mean, the future of the state of Maryland concerning juvenile, you know what I mean, because if he's the Secretary of Maryland, you know, juvenile services, you have to have all kind of programs that's already in place. So asking him, you know what I mean, what are the programs that's in place that's been working, and you keep those. But then you put, you know what I mean, you add to those. But then the programs that are not working, you scrap those programs, and then you allocate money to programs that's going to work. You know what I mean? So that would be my question just to ask him. And, you know what I mean, basically, you know what I mean, what are they doing at these juvenile facilities and stuff like that around the state of Maryland? Because, you know what I mean, you go into there for, you got the 30-day program, you got a 60-day and a 90-day program. You know what I mean? Some of them a little longer, but, you know what I mean, do they have a curriculum for the kids that's going in? You know what I mean? Something that's basic other than just math and science or something like that. Our kids need to be trained. You know what I mean? They need occupations. You know what I mean? They need to learn how to, you know what I mean, work on cars. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Paint, you know, electronics. You know, we live in a technological age where, you know what I mean, you have to advance the children, so you have to give them something to look forward to. Our children don't have nothing to look forward to. When I was growing up, my uncle would give me $100 for every A that I got. So if you had programs to give our children an incentive to do something, or to get a trade, you know what I mean, to go to school to get licensed in barbering, or, you know what I mean, whatever it is,
Right.
you know what I mean, it gives them a better chance. But if you just tell them, look, you know what I mean, I need you to do this program, and you get a piece of paper when you finish, no. You tell them when you finish the program, we have job placement for you.
Right. Right.
We're going to help you. You know, we're going to allocate money, so once you get your license, we're going to make sure that you get a car and stuff like that.
Right.
That will keep a lot of our kids out of the trouble that they're going through. They don't have that to look forward to.
Right, I'm with you there. We're gonna stay on elected officials and officials and stuff in Maryland. What other elected officials would you like to speak to, and why?
The elected official that I will most gladly take the opportunity in meeting and sitting down and having a conversation with is the first black governor of the state of Maryland, Governor Westmore. And the reason being is, his campaign, his motto, they got the answer back, when you respond to them, they're motivated, they're trustworthy, they're reliable, they're loyal. This is his campaign. So I would just want to sit down at the table with him and just, lay some things out. I just like to just see what he sees the direction of Maryland and see what the problem is in his eyes, and to give him the point of view from incarcerated man that's done 25 years in prison, that's educated, that didn't come through the system with tickets, and I don't have any valid charges in prison and everything, conducting myself the way that I'm supposed to conduct myself, but that I can sit at the table with him and lay out stuff that we're doing behind the wall mentors, I can direct people to, to help them in different areas, of our studies and stuff that we do in here, and just to see where he's at and see if he's open to a lot of the ideas we have. Some of the ideas we have is, there's a lot of guys that came out of prison that did 20 plus years. They're home doing very well.
Right.
So I even have an organization that I want to get started once I get home called REACH, Rehabilitating Enough Able Community Healers. Meaning that I have a group of people that are willing to sit down with these young men, sit down with these leaders of certain organizations of town, and just let them know the ins and outs about the stuff that they're doing, how it is in prison, how I survived for 25 years in prison, and then how you're able to do positive things and still be able to obtain the things that you want. I know they want the cars and the jewelry and stuff like that, but I got guys that's been home for a few years now. They have the same things that a lot of these rappers have, but they're doing it the right way. But they had to do 20, 30 years in prison to get there. And I don't want them to have to do 20 and 30 years in prison. I don't want my two sons to have to come through some of the hell that I've been through in prison just to get to the other side and say, well, look, I made it out of prison. But here it
Right.
is, you got guys that have made it out, that are very successful, and they can sit down at the table with these guys and let them know, look, I did the smoking, I did the drinking, you know what I mean? I played with guns, and I did all the stuff that you think is popular. But what wasn't popular is when you judge give you life in prison or double life in prison, and you have to do that time not knowing if you will ever make it back to society or not. And so that's what I put on the table with the governor of Maryland. You know what I mean? To just let them mull over that and let them think about, you know what I mean, some of the decisions that they make, even with the laws and stuff that's in Maryland, you know what I mean, dealing with juveniles and stuff like that. We have to do better by them. We have to do better by our kids. Like I said, I'm a father, but I wasn't there for my kids. And a lot of kids that you see uptown today in society, they're being raised by themselves or they've been raised by rappers and everything, and everybody's promoting, you got to do this, you got to shoot 100 rounds and 100 shots, and everybody's trying to do out everybody else in
Right.
different communities around, you know, in the United States. So we're trying to change that narrative. And I believe that once, I'm not saying if, but once I get the chance to sit down at the table with them, you will see that there is some good men in prison that are doing positive things that are able to help and advance our community of our young black men.
Okay. Well, you know about the negative things that you said that are raising the children while their fathers are absent. Do you think that's the cause of the spike in the crime in our youth, or do you think it's something else?
No, I think that is a big part of it. That there's, you know, what I mean, there's not a lot of fathers in the picture to be able to train, you know, what I mean, to teach their young men their young boys how to be men. You know what I mean? And every other element is training our kids. You know what I mean? The TV, the media, social media, everything else is training our men or our young boys. Now, the absence of a father is my situation. My father was murdered when I was in my mom's stomach. So I had everybody else in their family and TV and everything raising me.
Right.
So now you have a child that's confused. So if a child is confused, you know what I mean, he really doesn't have any direction and any focus. If these guys had focus and vision, you know what I mean, that I can do better than my father, I can do better. You just have to have somebody to speak into their life. They don't have nobody speaking into their life. They're not seeing good positive role models. I'm not saying that everybody's bad, but they need that person in their life or that mentor. That's why we're doing behind the wall mentors. They need that mentor, that person that they can talk to any hour of the day. I'm not just talking about having a program where you talk to somebody 8 to 4 or something like that. No, I'm talking about you should be able to call me at 2 o'clock in the morning and say, look, I'm going through A, B, and C, and I should be able to give you an answer for A, B, and C, or either come pick you up or something like that. These are the type of programs and stuff that we need out there to be able to be there for the children when they need us. They need us now. It was just on the news the other day where a kid said, man, he said, I don't really have nobody that loves me. That's the bottom line. That's the solution to the whole problem. Our young boys and our young girls need people to love them.
Mm-hmm.
Show them that we care about them, that we need to invest time in them and not let them raise themselves. So all we have to do as men and black women is show our kids that we love them. Spend some time, dedicate some time with them.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Have those old programs that they had back in the day where they used to kids to school or took the kids to work and show them that, you know what I mean, you can make $30 or $40 an hour driving a truck or be an HVAC specialist. You can make $100 for doing this job and doing that. You don't have to be out on the street corners.
Right. You're right about that. Speaking of love, I know that y'all have an event coming up August the 5th. Tell the people about it.
Yeah, we have a Teachers Appreciation Event, back to school giveaway on August 5th, 2023 at 1 to 4. And the address is 401 North Howard Street, the Downtown Cultural Arts Center in Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay, tell them one more time. Yeah.
401 North Howard Street, Downtown Cultural Arts Center in Baltimore, Maryland. And it's from 1 to 4, and it's the Teachers Appreciation Back to School giveaway. You know, we gotta help the teams out. Teachers do so much, they underpaid, they underappreciated. You know what I mean? We have to show some love just to, you know what I mean, just to help them out. Sometimes they take money out of their own pocket just to make sure that our kids are taken care of.
Yeah.
So it's time to give back to them.
They definitely do that. And we definitely appreciate y'all for thinking about them, which, you know, transfers down into our babies. So y'all are much appreciated as always. It's always a pleasure to speak with you.
It's always a pleasure to speak with you too. And I just want to say one more thing. We have also the Behind the Wall Mentors magazine.
Mm-hmm.
You can go to btwmentor@gmail.com, or you can purchase off Instagram, BTW Mentors.
Okay, y'all definitely make sure y'all look out for that. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, and I just appreciate your time and everything. I know we haven't, I told, telling Mr. Gardner the other day, I said, we haven't called in a while. And I said, I know just been busy trying to get some things established and everything. So I'm just looking forward to coming home and getting on the battlefield and connecting with any organization that I can connect with, and even starting my own, and just trying to advance this. I call it the kingdom agenda.
Mm-hmm.
When I say the kingdom agenda, I mean God's agenda, trying to get our kids back onto the right path. And I believe that, I have a lot of stuff to offer. And we're going to bring it. We're doing it now. We're laying the foundation now. So that when we get there, it's not like we'll be stacked like a pond. We will flow like a river.